Hey guys, today is my, how am I gonna call this video? Let's call it my fragrances that I cannot live without. So in my opinion, if I had to pick like one 6-pack bundle of Scentsy Bars and that's all I was gonna have for the rest of my life, like I was stranded on an island and all I had was my warmer and a plug-in and Scentsy Bars, or if some magical thing happened to where I could only pick 6 fragrances and never ever have anything new. Guest star is Nakota because he wants to walk around my office while I film all day long, so this is what he gets, and he gets to be in a video. So yeah, this is pretty much just if you just made me pick a 6-pack and you told me that that was all I could have for the rest of my life. I don't know how to explain it. This is what I would pick. And if all these fragrances retired out of the catalogs like forever and never were coming back, I would be very, very sad. I'd probably cry myself to sleep every single night, and I don't know what I would do. So let's just go ahead and get on in it. So most of these are classics, or they've been around for a while and they are hopefully staying around forever. And I'm just going to do the same thing how I do in my best like season fragrances videos, and I'm going to name them off, and like we're gonna read the scent descriptions and I'm gonna tell you what I love about them. So as always, my #1 fragrance is Blueberry Cheesecake. So Blueberry Cheesecake was the first Scentsy fragrance I ever smelled. Not only was it the first fragrance that I ever experienced from Scentsy, but it is my absolute #1. It's my favorite. I think this is honestly, if I had smelled any other kind of Scentsy fragrance that day, I don't know if I'd be here doing what I'm doing today. I mean, I know it sounds really crazy because it's just a fragrance, but I think that everything happens for a reason. And that day, I smelled the Blueberry Cheesecake cardboard for a reason. This is Blueberry Cheesecake. I have always loved food fragrances. I used to be a huge candle person, especially during the winter, because really I can't afford the $25 candles all year round. And yes, I know they go on sale, but you still have to buy like 3 of them to get the sale or something, you know, something like that. You know what I'm talking about. And no, the thing with candles is like you spend so much money on one candle and then you can only put that one candle in one area of the house, and so it's only going to smell up that one section. And then in a week, maybe a week, it's gone. So I have always loved food scents. I have always loved, you know, like pumpkin for fall. I've always loved any kind of like bakery cupcake for winter, like pumpkin cupcake pumpkin or something like that is my favorite Bath and Body fragrance for that time of year. My nose ring itches. Sorry. But I have always just loved it, and so Blueberry Cheesecake does not disappoint. If you like bakery scents, you have to like sweet stuff because this is very, very sweet, but if you like any kind of food, it's just my favorite. It is my absolute favorite. I love it in everything. I wish it was available in everything, hence like Counter Clean and Scentsy Laundry and Scentsy Soak and bath bombs. I need a Blueberry Cheesecake bath bomb because I just want my whole life and my whole body and all my skin and all my hair and everything to smell like Blueberry Cheesecake. So the scent description for Blueberry Cheesecake is thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. It's just my favorite. I can't live without it. I love it in everything. And whenever you ask me to give you something that's yummy and smells like food, Blueberry Cheesecake is just always my #1, and it's just always gonna have a special place in my heart in a very, very weird way. Okay, so I've already mentioned this in my best summer fragrances, but this is Blue Grotto. This is the scent that completely changed my mind and just opened up my nose to citrus fragrances, because whenever I first joined Scentsy, I did not like anything citrus. Like, I just thought citrus was all cleaner, you know, like it was those really, really bacterial killing cleaners, you know. It smelled like you had just mopped the floors, and it smelled like you just cleaned the kitchen and the bathroom and everything. That's just what I thought citrus was. But this just completely opened up my mind to literally everything. So Blue Grotto, it is a citrus fragrance, but it's also so much more. Like, I just don't even know how to explain it. I know the first time we ever warmed this, It was sitting in the warmer for like 5 minutes and it was already smelling up the whole room. Like we were in the den and it was just smelling up the whole den, and I already knew that I loved it. And then after I already knew that I loved it and already warmed it and fell in love, I realized that it was a citrus, and I was like, holy smokes, like what am I missing out on if I just was so against using citrus anything, and now I love this. It's like I've been so into citrus lately because now I'm just like, I need all the citrus. But Blue Grotto, it says, run away with fresh tropical notes, sweet citrus, and lush botanicals. So it's one of a kind. I hope this one stays around forever. This is definitely something that never needs to leave. It was a scent of the month last year. I want to say it was the scent of the month for March of 2017. No, maybe like February or something like that. I don't know. It was like right whenever I had just started. So I just absolutely love Blue Grotto. Whenever they brought it out in the catalog for fall and winter, I was so happy about it. And then now with the new catalog, the spring and summer catalog, it's now available in Scentsy Go pods. It's available as a car bar. Like it's growing. I think that Blue Grotto would be a perfect laundry fragrance. I'm just saying. So Bonfire Beach is also a fragrance that I did not know that I was gonna like until I actually finally made myself try it. Bonfire Beach, I remember smelling it whenever I had first just joined and I got my kit and I got all my testers and I was smelling through it, and I just remember smelling it and being like, oh, like why would somebody want that like in their house? But actually it's like I was just so close-nosed, like I just was. And then I finally warmed it, and then I realized how good it was, and then I used the car bar, and then I realized how amazing it was. This is the longest lasting car bar I have ever had. I know car bars, it always depends on the fragrance, the size of your vehicle, about how like long they're gonna last. But I drive a sedan, if that tells you anything, and this car bar lasted for 5 weeks in my car. Absolutely love Bonfire Beach. It says toasted marshmallow smoldering over white flint and sandalwood, harmonized with sea salt, air, and ocean spray. I would not say that it's a masculine fragrance whatsoever. It's not masculine, but a lot of like guys like it. Like all of our guy friends and my husband, like they love this. But it's not like only like a masculine. Like there's absolutely like no kind of like men's cologne or like, you know, anything like that in this fragrance. This is just that strict, you know, marshmallow not burning, but you know, marshmallow goodness, and the sandalwood. Like I absolutely love the sandalwood, and it says what the white flint and sandalwood. So it's just, I absolutely love Bonfire Beach. This is something that I could not live without. It is in the Darling and Dashing collection. It needs to be in the Classics collection because I don't want it to ever leave. But this is just something that I absolutely love. It's a classic for me. That's just, I need this in my life at all, like always. I'm actually using the car bar right now. This one is the third one out of all these just 6. Now, this is the third one in the Darling and Dashing collection. I don't know what that says about me, but this one says, oh, this one is sea salt and avocado. So this actually came out with our limited edition Scentsy bricks of last spring of 2017. This came out and everybody was absolutely just confused because who wants their house to smell like a salad? I mean, that's just what I remember everybody talking about. Nobody thought this was going to smell amazing, and then I didn't even buy the brick in it. I didn't think I would like it. I had no idea what it was going to be, but then everybody bought the brick, everybody fell in love with it, and then I finally smelled it whenever it came out as a permanent fragrance in our fall and winter catalog. So it's been around for 2 catalogs now. It is coming out in so many different products. It's now a counter clean, and it's Scentsy Go pods. So it's growing, and I absolutely love it. Sea salt and avocado is definitely something you just have to smell. Like, you can take my word on it, you will love it, but it's like, if you read the description and you think you're not gonna like it, just smell it anyways, because you just have to. This warming in your house is just amazing. I'm the person who likes bakery or fruity or now citrus, you know, like I like the fresh scents, but I want my house to smell like, I need something to hit me in the face. So I don't usually warm stuff like Clean Breeze and like Atlantic Air, even though I like those, I just don't actually warm them or like hang them in my car or anything. So sea salt and avocado is kind of like my fresh side of me, but it has enough, you know, spaz that I need whenever it comes to a fresh fragrance. The scent description, it says, "You do you, while pink sea salt, Valencia orange, and creamy avocado keep your spirit in flight." I love it. It's good. It's just one of those. It's one of those that I see this one, just like all these 6, I see this fragrance staying around with Scentsy for a very long time, if not forever. Forever. So here is another bakery fragrance. I feel like I did really good with picking a 6 that kind of had like one of each kind of category for myself, but this is my second one because I do love bakery, anything that smells like food, so I think 2 is good for me. This is apple butter frosting. This is in the Corner Cafe collection. This actually came out with limited edition bricks before I was around. So I mean, as a Scentsy consultant, so this one came out the winter before I had joined as a limited edition brick, brand new, and then they brought it back into the catalog. And I knew I loved fragrances like this, like a bakery and everything, but it did take me a while to actually like use it. The first thing I used in this was the car bar, and oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So the car bar and apple butter frosting was recommended to me by watching Lisa Roberry's videos because she absolutely loves apple butter frosting. She like stocked up on so many bricks. She was actually talking about how, I remember the video, I think it was a haul, but she had stocked up on the scent packs in apple butter frosting because the scent pack in this fragrance did retire, but the car bars and everything else in it is still around. And so whenever she was talking about how much she loved the fragrance, especially in her vehicle, I had to hang this up in my car, and oh my god, I love it so much. Thank you, Lisa. This is apple butter frosting. This one says it is a heartwarming medley of cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream. This is so good. If you like cinnamon, so we don't really have a lot of cinnamon out for these spring and summer catalog, other than like cinnamon vanilla. Just from the top of my head, I think it's just cinnamon vanilla, and then this does have a lot of cinnamon in it. I do love my cinnamon whenever it's mixed in with like bakery scents. Hey baby. But I absolutely love this in the car. I love it in the warmers. It is a very strong fragrance alongside of Blueberry Cheesecake with the performance wise. I love this. This is apple butter frosting, and I can't live without this fragrance. So the last fragrance of my 6 fragrances I can never live without is actually one of the brand new releases with the spring and summer catalog. This one is Apricot Vanilla. So this is one of Heidi's favorites. This one, just like a lot of the other ones other than Blueberry Cheesecake, completely surprised me. So I remember reading about it. It's actually, it's like on one of the first pages of the catalog. Yeah, so like it's on this list, like right before the like table of contents, but like it's right there. So like I knew this was going to be a really, really popular fragrance. And I love vanilla. I just had absolutely no idea how I'd feel about the apricot. Like, I mean, I've never smelled anything really apricot, you know, and like fell in love with it. So like it was just going to be something completely brand new to me. And whenever I smelled this, oh my, like this fragrance needs to stay. It needs to stay around forever. Like it needs to be a permanent fragrance. It does not just need to, you know, come with spring and summer and then go whenever fall and winter comes. Like this one needs to be around all year round. Like it is just so creamy. It's not something that's so, it doesn't like spark you, you know, like it's not something that's super strong, but it's not light. The performance is amazing. It is just so creamy and so delicious. The vanilla mixes in with the fragrance notes so well. The fragrance description is heirloom peach, apricot, and vanilla ice cream tempt fate and everyone else. One of Heidi's favorites. So actually, the scent trend for 2018 is the heirloom peach, and so heirloom peach is in this fragrance with the apricot and vanilla ice cream. That's exactly what it reminds me of. It's like an ice cream, just like strawberry swirl reminds me of strawberry ice cream. This is better. I love my strawberry swirl, but this is just one of those fragrances that like I just literally cannot live with. Like this needs to stay. Heidi and Orville, if you're listening to me, this fragrance needs to stay around for a very long time, and it needs to be a car bar. I'm just saying. Apricot vanilla, this is so good. So yes, that was my that was 6 Scentsy fragrances. That if I had to pick a 6-pack bundle of bars, car bars, whatever, just fragrances, that's the only fragrances I could have for the rest of my long life. That's the 6 I would pick. Those are the 6 fragrances I absolutely cannot live without. They're all just my personal, just my holy grails. Like, I mean, it's just whenever, I don't know how to explain it. They're just mine. That's my 6. That's my top 6. I picked my 6-pack. That was it. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, please let me know so I can kind of think of more, you know, some new ideas, or maybe I could do this, you know, maybe like an updated one in the future, and probably would most likely be the same. But you never know what can pop up. So yeah, that was it. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. As always, guys, don't watch me, join me, and start your Scentsy journey today and talk to me about it, because if you need the extra money, or if you need a hobby, or if you just need an outlet, this can do so much for you. It's done so much for me, and I promise you it's life-changing. So have a great day. Don't watch me, join me, guys, and bye.